And it goes a little something like
I'll keep love you warm all summer, and after fall, I'll keep you warm.
Hello everybody, it's Alyssa. Welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. Now today's video I am doing a speed build in The Sims 4. I decided to do this because I am going to start the Not So Berry challenge because I've always wanted to try this challenge, but I also thought it would be fun for YouTube purposes. So I am starting this challenge by building a house for the mint generation. And part of the rules is you are allowed to cheat your money for the first house. But I obviously didn't want to push the limits by making a super extravagant house. So I decided to build a smaller home, but also made sure it had a second bedroom eventually in the future for the Rose generation, since that's Gen 2. But for now, I decided to incorporate the space and use it as an office area, but also to put the element table, as that is a requirement to pass the mint generation. Now, I do want to mention that I'm not much of a builder, so this house design is kind of simplistic, but it's one that I actually know how to do. But I definitely do prefer interior designing, which is why you're going to see a little bit of improvement. I've just got to say that I'm not like a builder in any sort. I definitely like create a sim and just normal gameplay. But I do want to say I did try my best. And one of the biggest issues that I definitely came across with throughout this whole building and interior designing process is when you're trying to find mint color things, it's really hard to come across because you do have to use the subcategory blue and green, but some objects are only blue and then other objects are only green. Trying to find that in between mint color is not as easy as you may think. The Sims definitely does not have very many options when it comes to a mint color. So some of the colors you'll see throughout this house is a little off and it's not exactly a mint color. But that was only really because I just had such a hard time finding the perfect mint. So right now I'm moving on to the exterior process. So I originally wanted to go for some where my little bump out is, to kind of give it a little bit of a different color, but then the rest of it be a little bit more of a lighter color. I really like this kind of design style, so I decided, you know what, for this first house, since 10 generations we're gonna have a lot of different homes we're living in, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start by just doing this. Now, please do not judge my roofing skills. I suck at making roofs. This is literally the best I can do, and yes, I did not include a chimney, but please, no judgment. This home is good as it is, and for my skills, this is definitely a big improvement. So, now we're continuing into the interior. Now that I got majority of the exterior, I'll get back to doing a little bit of landscaping a little bit later. But right now, I am just going to give the whole inside a makeover. As you can see, I got rid of the backsplash, even though it was kind of cute and I kind of did like it. For the concept that I'm going for, and once I, started putting on the wallpaper and everything, I realized that it wasn't going to match the kitchen idea that I had. So I got rid of that and just decided to make the whole walls the same color. And I found these really cute cabinets. Now, yes, I am using CC throughout this, so I am not going to be putting it on the gallery if you guys wanted to download or anything. I do tend to use a ton of CC whenever I am designing or if I somehow am building a house. For some reason, if I am, I don't usually put them on the gallery just because a lot of people don't have the same custom content that I have. So I usually don't end up putting it on the gallery. But if any of you really want me to anyways, you guys can just let me know in the comments down below. Now, I do have to say, I am a really big fan of this kitchen CC, though, especially that sink. I don't know why I like it so much, but I feel like since it has that little part in the sink where it's like you have two sides of the sink, it just makes it feel like more real life or at home for me, since my family sink is like that. And yeah, as you can see, this is me giving myself money to work with. Another big challenge I came with working with a space is trying to incorporate a living room, because as you can see towards the front door, that trying to make the dining room, I had to result in just having 4 chairs. So I decided to go with these little chairs because they actually fit. Now, moving on for this house, I am just kind of decorating it. There's really no common theme. As you can see, the bedroom is kind of a mess. So I don't have like anything specific that I was adding to the walls, but I just wanted to make sure it looked good so the Sims wouldn't complain the second that they walked into the house. And although I didn't keep the house this style for very long, because once, my Sim got promotions and everything, I was like, with all this money, I'm going to alter it. But I did need to make sure I had space for the requirements. Besides the element table, trying to help build her skills, since she needed to build in mischief, and she also needed to build in a logic skill. I knew I had to somewhere add a chess table, so when it came to this space over here, I was like, yeah, that's probably where I'm going to incorporate all this stuff. So this is where I decided to put a desk, because part of the career, not the career, but part of the mischief skill, you can troll people online. So that was kind of the reason why I was like, yeah, we probably need this. And I don't know, just trying to decorate some of the space as well, or just clutter up the place a little bit. I decided to put a bookshelf, and then there's the element table, as that is part of our requirements. And then I went and I got some portraits and other paintings to add to the walls, again, so the Sims won't complain of the place being a disaster. But I actually did find some really nice decor options, which I was a little surprised, because some of the other items in this game just didn't match mint. But I was actually more and really pleasantly surprised with how many mint options there are when it comes to all the paintings and the decor options. But now I am decorating the bathroom, and I kind of had a hard time trying to fit everything in. The bathroom was definitely a big struggle just because of the spacing. It's just that it's so long and it's only 2 tiles that it was hard for me to space it out, but also make sure I put some other decor objects in there, or things that you would necessarily and normally would find in a bathroom. And now I am continuing on by just adding curtains. I don't typically add curtains when I build. Not that I think it's weird or anything, it's sometimes kind of hard to find the right size curtains, which is probably the reason why I don't typically add them. But then again, they actually do look really nice. So now I am putting things in the patio because it looks really boring, but I also, at the same time, as you can see right now, I am putting some outdoor furniture. So I didn't exactly know what I should put, just because the backyard is just so odd. I mean, I don't know if I put the house in the best possible spot I could have put it in. I could have definitely moved it over a little bit. So making up for what room I actually have, I kind of found a little cute concept, and now I'm putting some things on the patio. It's not really big, so I'm not intending for anything crazy. Maybe just a little bit of furniture is what I was thinking. But then I just decided, I'm going to do 2 couches and then have a side table, because that works out the best. It just makes up for the space that there is, but it also makes it feel full and homey. And this concludes the building of this house. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye, everybody.